a few years ago, started a consulting practice. And as a lot of us practitioners do when we start a consulting practice, we always want to go in and say that 100% of the time we're going to do offensive stuff because that's the fun part, and the sexy and the glamorous part of security. Although all of us that do it know that that's not entirely true anyway. But yeah, that's not 100% of our practice. That's certainly our focus. We do spend a lot of time, doing offensive operations, including penetration testing, red team engagements, social engineering assessments. But I think an equal part of our business really is kind of taking an advisory role and partnering with our customers and clients to help them build a security organization. Security really is a continuous journey. A lot of organizations that we start working with, they come to us and they think that like we'll do this big project, and then at the end of the project, they now have security. And that's not how it works. The way we use Node Zero, so the Horizon 3 product and the way that MSPs use it may or may not be the same. For us, we use it as a suit of armor that our testers can put on with like the guns attached to the hand. It allows us to get a lot more done in a lot less time, and it allows the humans to be scalpels. And we can really go in and zero in on the areas that need attention. We use it to augment our ability to do a deeper and more in-depth pen test. The MSPs use it because it does save a lot of time and effort, because you can do a big pen test in a short period of time with not a lot of hands. It's different in that if they don't have the expertise in-house to actually conduct the test, this at least gives them the ability to provide really good coverage in a repeatable way without having the adversary's outside attacker's perspective. Like, what are the actual attack vectors that the bad guy can use to get in? Without knowing that, you really can't be ready. So, the military talks about readiness with everything they do, because that is their job, especially when they're not in wartime, is to be ready. And in cyberspace, real life, real adversarial assessments are how you do it. We actually found out about you guys, might have been 2022, actually from one of our customers, and they had trialed you guys and loved it. So we were looking for automated tools anyway. But yeah, when we saw the kind of ability for it to make attack path decisions on its own based on the environment, we were kind of excited about that. So we brought it on board, and like I said, it absolutely gives us the ability, which is something that we want as a service oriented organization. Like, we always want to provide as much value as we can with our services, and we're really good pen testers. We're really good. We're really good bad guys, and we want to be able to give that value to the customer, which we can only do if we have time during the engagement to be the scalpel and pick and poke at the areas that are going to hurt. And we get to those much faster with Node Zero. The biggest thing for us is allowing us the time to do a really good job, and helping us do a really good job. There are definitely always things that you never know that it might find that we'll miss, or even things that it might characterize incorrectly because it doesn't get a lot of data. And then when we have the time to go be the scalpel and figure that out, then we actually find something really bad. So like the first time we saw Node Zero detect an Android debug bridge, we were like, oh, we found some stupid developers that left their phones connected on, rooted with USB plugged into their machines, and we're going to go get into their phones. Well, then we realized what it had actually found was a bunch of video conferencing devices. Initially we thought that we found a couple people's phones plugged into their desktop, and it actually turned out much, much, much worse. I don't think we would have found that if it wasn't for Node Zero calling that out, because otherwise that was something that we would see on an Nmap scan or something like that, and we would certainly check version numbers and see if we could interact with those devices via SSH or Telnet or HTTP or whatever they have on the network. But a lot of benefits by giving us this added suit of armor and firepower that we don't have if we're just walking around naked. I think the most impressive and the most horrific looking results with Node Zero come from Windows domains. One thing that you'll point out over and over and over again with vulnerability assessment or even an audit is excess privilege. Too many people have too many privileges, right? But what Node Zero can do really well is find one of those people who has too much privilege and then find all of the different horrible things that they can do to the domain controllers and the Exchange servers and the SQL servers as that person. And then you can go to the customer and say, hey, I came in as salesperson, ABC,
Right.
and took over your domain and compromised X number of endpoints. And, it makes it a lot more impactful that way if you can actually demonstrate what not using least privilege looks like. And it's really good at that on Windows domains, with people that have too much privilege. You guys and really the whole Horizon3 team, you guys are great. Love the product, and it can definitely make a huge impact to keep your organization secure and assessed from a real world perspective. So can't say enough good things about it.